Congressman Ronnie Jackson says South Africa has brazenly abandoned its relationship with the United States to align with the aforementioned countries and, quote, terrorist organizations, calling it a betrayal that demands serious consequences. He says that the legislation would ensure that the United States conducted a comprehensive review of a supposed ally, while also holding accountable any corrupt officials, adding that the era of governments undermining American interests without repercussions was now over. The proposed bill would direct the president and senior cabinet officials and heads of federal departments to conduct a comprehensive review of the bilateral relationship between the two countries. If passed and signed into law, the bill would provide no more than 120 days for the U.S. President, in consultation with the Secretary of State and the Secretary of Treasury, to submit to the appropriate congressional committees a classified report that includes a list of senior government officials and ANC leaders that the President determines to have engaged in corruption or human rights abuses that would be sufficient, based on credible evidence, to meet the criteria for the imposition of sanctions pursuant to the Global Magnitsky Human Rights Accountability Act. The act authorizes the U.S. government to sanction foreign government officials worldwide who are deemed to be human rights offenders, including assets freezers or banning them from entering the United States. The bill lists examples it deems as questionable conduct by South African leaders, including what it states as government support for Hamas, President Cyril Ramaphosa accusing Israel of genocide, visits by former Minister Naledi Pandor to Tehran in Iran, requests to the International Criminal Court for an investigation of alleged war crimes being committed in Palestinian territories, and the case brought by Pretoria citing genocide by Israel at the International Court of Justice. The bill also cites recent comments by expelled Ambassador Ibrahim Rasool and high-level ANC and government contacts with China and Russia. Similar legislation passed by the House of Representatives last year was not taken up by the Democratic-led Senate. Both houses of Congress are now, of course, controlled by Republicans, which means passage in both houses seems increasingly likely. Passage of this bill could further complicate efforts to rebuild the bilateral relationship between Washington and Pretoria. Shervin Brycebees, SABC News, New York.